Good morning, year three. I hope you're well and you're all still working hard and you've been able to do the Zoom conversations with your teachers over the last few days. I'm hoping today that we're going to be able to build on our knowledge of the 2 times table to help with our 4 times table work, which then helps with our 8 times table work in the second part of the lesson. And I know, Darcy, you're great at your 2 times table, so I'm sure when you come to do the 4s and the 8s today, you'll be really good at it. To begin with, though, we're going to think back to learning from when we were in year 1 and year 2 about the edges of 3D shapes. Now, edges are not the faces, but they're the bits where 2 faces meet. Where 2 faces meet, that's the edge, okay, the edge of a 3D shape. Okay, now if we look at these 3D shapes, the sphere, the square base pyramid, and the cylinder, I'd like you to think about how many edges, where a face is meeting another face, how many edges there are on each one. So pause the video while you count that if you can. Okay, and then looking, we can see there's none on a sphere because there's only the one face. On the square base pyramid, there's 8 edges because each of the triangular points meets each another one, so that's 4. And then where each of them meets the square at the bottom, that's another 4. And the cylinder, the 2 circles meet the curved edge. Okay, so 1 circle meets it, 2 circles meet it, so 2 edges for the cylinder. Okay, now guys, we're going to try and match A, B, and C to the number of edges. So have a look. Pause the video while you try and work through the red cone, the blue cuboid, and the yellow sphere. Which one has how many edges? The sphere should be nice and easy if you remember from our sphere before. Pause it. I'm sure Oliver's done really well on that. I'm sure Taven and Ruben have as well. And Chloe's had a good go. Chloe knows that there's 0 edges for a yellow sphere. Our cone has 1, because it's just that curved edge meeting the flat circle. And then we've got 12 edges on our cuboid. Each square at the end has 4 edges. Then down the tube almost of the cuboid has 4 more edges. So 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, guys, now one of these shapes has 2 edges. Is it the triangular pyramid, triangular prism, the purple triangular prism? Is it the square base pyramid, the red square base pyramid? Or is it the green cylinder? 1, 2, or 3? Sorry, A, B, or C? Let's see how you've got on. Ooh, well done if you've remembered. Yeah, those 2 circles have edges which meet the cylindrical form, the curved edge. Okay, so 2 edges on a cylinder. Now I've got Lucas here. He's describing one of the 3D shapes below. The square base pyramid, the blue one, the cuboid, the red one, or the green cylinder. He says, my shape has 12 edges. Which one's he describing, do we think? Pause it, have a think. Now we know, don't we, Chloe, that the cylinder's got 2 edges, so we know it can't be the cylinder. So is it going to be the cuboid, Tavon, or is it going to be the square base pyramid? I bet Victor's doing this. I bet Victor's working it out. He's seen that it is the cuboid. Yeah, remember, the cuboid, or a cube as well, has 12 edges, whereas the square base pyramid has 8. Okay. Now, Thomas and Molly are here. I think we've got a Molly. I'm not sure if we've got a Thomas in year 3. Sorry, guys, if I don't know your names. If I get your names wrong ever, you have to call me Mr. Summer for a week. Okay, it's my punishment. Okay, my shape has 0 edges, says Thomas, and then Molly says hers has got 12 edges. Now, we know from before, don't we, which one of those has got 12 edges, because our friend Lucas spotted that the red cuboid did so. Which is the cuboid this time? It's B, so Molly's got B, and Thomas has got A. Well done if you've worked through those. But Caleb now describing the shape below. What he says is that the triangular prism has 12 edges. Sorry, 6 edges. Now, do you agree that it's correct, or do you disagree? And if you disagree, which you might want to do because it's incorrect, you've got to say why. So can you try and write down a reason that Caleb's wrong? So I'm going to tell you now he's wrong. Have you worked it out? Now, if you think about our cuboid before, it has 4 sides on the square at each end of it, and then it's got an additional 4 edges. So it's 4 plus 4 plus 4. Now, if you think about our triangle, 3, our triangle at the other end, 3, and then the cylinder it's part of, that's another 3. So it's going to be 9 edges. 3, add 3, add 3. Okay. Right, guys. These are slightly different orders to yesterday. Sorry, there's something messed up at the order today. So we're going to do the sheet, and then we're going to do the next sheet, and then we'll go to the answers and the answers. So if you pause the video now and look at 5A, 5B, 6A, and 6B, think about the number of edges for 5A and 5B, whether they're 8 or 12. And then think about Ella and Oscar for 6A and 6B. Pause it now, please. Moving forward then to Ishan and to Rosa for 9A and 9B. Okay, and we can see that Isha is describing a shape, and I like these shapes to start thinking about food, because that's where shapes get really interesting when we get our tummies full. Okay, mine's starting to look a little bit like a sphere due to the amount of chocolate I'm eating. Okay, and then if we get one of these shapes has got one edge, so think about that one, and it's going to be a tasty one. Okay, pause the video again. Okie dokie. Going through then and having a look. So we can see that shape A, the square-based pyramid, is the shape with 8 edges. Shape B, the cube, that one's a cube because it's all of its faces are made up of squares, the blue cube for 5B, so that's 12 edges. Ella's describing the 2-edged, so that's a cylinder, that's the red shape. And then Oscar's describing the triangular-based pyramid, which is the orange shape, because that's got 3 plus 3 edges. Here we've got Ishan with the square-based pyramid. I think that's a food. I'm not sure what his square-based pyramid might be about, to be honest. But you can't eat that one. However, the really important one that Rose is describing that we can fill up with some nice ice cream is the cone. So a cone only has one edge, just a singular edge for a cone, because it's got that curved face and then it's got that circle, and that meets only at one point. So it's got one edge. Okay, well done for remembering your shape work. You work on multiplying by 8. I'm sure you'll do really well at. Actually, I can't wait to see how you've used your knowledge of 2 to think about that links to 4. And then if we know that 2 and 2 are linked together, we know that 4 and 4 make 8. Okay, so if we know our 2 times table, we know our 4 times table. If we know our 4 times table, we know our 8 times table. Sorry, guys, the camera's not helping me. But basically, this is all part of our 2s, our 4s, and our 8s. Now, when you're looking through these, if you haven't got any counters like this, some cubes, don't worry. See if you can use something like a pasta or any old toys where you've got groups and you can make them into groups of 8, like these cubes are. Okay, so I'm thinking there for A, it's 3 lots of 8 groups. So I'm thinking 3 multiplied by 8. I'll think about my number sentence there. So see if you can make your own counters at home if you haven't got any work. And then with your bar model, it says, can you make your own bar model? I mean, can you draw your own one? Can you find a nice pencil? And then can you draw along the side of a pen or something so that you've got a sharp, straight edge? If you haven't got a ruler, that's what you can do. You need nice, sharp lines. It'd be lovely to be showing some of your work. And I know Mr. Ashford's keen to show some of your work on Twitter, and we'd love to see that. Guys, thank you for listening so well today. Can't wait to see some more maths from all you fantastic Year 3s. Thank you very much for your care and attention to your work today. See you soon.